What's going on, everybody? Welcome to SocialEyes.
Today we're sitting on
The big black couch. And we got a special guest. His name is Producer Tom.
Once again.
And he's going to be hanging out with us for this chapter number 23. And so tell me, guys, I wasn't at the last chapter 22. Summarize it for me. What happened in the last chapter?
In the last chapter, they were talking. They were just talking about how Nicholas' father would give the elf to the king, and the king would give them 3,000 rebels. And for once, they have Nicholas actually hated his father.
Was his father the one that said?
He was the kidnapper that kidnapped Nicholas. It was his idea to kidnap an elf.
It was Joel's idea to kidnap little Kip?
Yes. No, to kidnap an elf.
Yeah, little Kip's an elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Joel's idea?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, it was his idea.
Nicholas, now he hates his father because of that?
Yeah.
Ooh. Why did he do it? For the money?
I want to say something. Yes, this is my biggest idea ever. Where is Mika?
Where is Mika? Where has Mika been? Mika's gone AWOL.
Yeah, but when on the top, she's still there.
Yeah, we'll see Mika, I'm pretty sure. Last time we saw Mika had run away. And remember Nicholas said, "Go, Mika, go! Be free!" And that was the last time we saw Mika. All right, guys, we are on chapter number 23. The last chapter was called The Elf Boy. Make sure you go back and watch that chapter. Catch up before you watch this chapter because it was epic. And the movie comes out tomorrow. So make sure you guys go and catch up on this chapter. Chapter number 23, BLITZENS Revenge. Ready? Who's reading first?
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I beat both of you guys. I cut you guys like this. I did out.
What is this? A pinch?
Huh?
It's not even a scissors.
I cut you with the scissors, and I bashed you with the rocks. I win.
Okay, Karee, you're up.
That's how you do it, Karee. Okay. BLITZENS Revenge.
He gave us a crawl crab.
No, I did this.
He beat us with the crawl.
No, this is the
The
rock.
crab crawl.
No. This is the rock. This is the scissors, and this is the
How
paper.
do you? This is not scissors. You have to do this.
This
This is a
this
gun.
is rock.
He beat us with a gun.
yeah.
No, this is rock. This is paper, and this is scissors.
Okay, Karee, you're up.
BLITZENS Revenge, chapter number 23. Control your boy. One of the men shouted. Nicholas ignored him. He was concentrating hard on the metal chains that kept the little kid shackling to the cage on the sleigh. He felt his father hand grab his arm and tried to pull him away. "Come on, Nicholas, you're embarrassing us both now. Put him in the cage too," suggested Tabu. "You can't put a boy in a cage, Fernandez." "You already have," said Nicholas. Don't elves count?" "No, son. Of course they don't count. The elves are quite happy to put you in prison. Remember?" Nicholas thought about Father Voodoo. He remembered the furry in his place and how he frightened. He had felt, yes, but what? For a moment. Nicholas wondered what he was doing. Why did he care? And he looked inside the cage. Little Kip was fretting, his face twitching over. "You elf," whispered Nicholas urgently. "You got magic in you. Use your powers." Little Kip began to cry again. "I can't. It's impossible." "You can't say that word. You're too young to swear." Little Kip looked at him, tilting his head to one side. Nicholas knew he was asking a lot of a young elf. Little Kip was was well. Listen,
High five.
It was
High five.
work
High five.
to work out elf ages.
High
Hey,
five.
what are you doing? Hey, you mean? I'm telling you.
Wait, where were you?
I was right there. Like
Elf ages.
I was right
but
here.
he
No,
couldn't-
I was right here.
But he couldn't have been much more than 5 years old. Maybe his magic hasn't developed yet. And even if it had, then Nicholas knew it wasn't that easy without the confidence in a single clear wish. Magic was useless by itself. Making impossibilities possibilities was harder than it looked. The elf closed his eyes, grinning. The men started to jeer. It's Christmas Eve, urged Nicholas. Can you feel it? There's magic in the air. Come on, little Kip. Use your Dreamwave powers. You can do it. No, came a tiny voice. I can't. You can. I know you can. You're an elf. You can do it. Little Kip
Frowned hard.
hard.
High five.
Wait,
High five.
Come away, Nicholas. I mean it, said Joel, grabbing Nicholas's hands. There was a strange tinkling sound. The little elf was changing color with the effort, his face becoming purple as a plum. Then clank! Nicholas saw one of the iron chains between the elf's handcuffs snap like toffee. Then another, and another. There was only one more. That's it, little Kip. You're doing it. Look, he's escaping. Stop your sorcery, you pointy-eared little freak. Toivo spat at the elf. Or I'll shoot you dead. Toivo raised his crossbow and pointed at little Kip. I will not, said the elf, which to the men sounded like Calabash animal. And stop your gobbledygook, said Toivo. Somewhere above, a bird flapped away from a tree. A dead elf's no good to us, said Joel. A dead elf is better than an escaped elf. Toivo spat again. If it makes another move, I'll shoot it. Nicholas pulled his hand away fast from his father's grip. He had never felt less like his father's son. He darted to the front of the cage. He could hardly control his breathing. The fear was intense. He looked up at Toivo in his dark, desperate eyes, which seemed to contain the night. Well, I'm not going to let you. Don't tempt me, little boy. I could kill you too. His voice didn't falter. Thomas gasped. Look! Nicholas turned and saw a whirl of snow, and, as though filled with thunder, it was a huge reindeer pounding towards them. Blitzen! Called Nicholas, fearing for his creature's life. Leave him alone! Shouted Anders. He fired an arrow.
No, it's leave him to me.
No, leave him to me! Shouted Anders.
He said, leave him alone.
He fired an arrow, and it whistled through the arrow fast and straight. Blitzen kept galloping even faster, seemingly towards the arrow, but at the last minute he lifted his head up and his whole body with it, and left the ground at the steep angle, climbing through the air as if an invincible hill, brushing past snow-covered pine branches as he rose. Nicholas watched Anders bow and arrow aim higher as the reindeer pawed the sky, antlers silhouetted against the moon. Don't shoot him, please! He's my only friend, pleaded Nicholas. Joel looked at his son's white, thin face. Then he looked at his own left hand, at his half finger. Life is pain, he said sadly. But it's also magic, Papa. Joel ignored him. You need to calm him down, Nicholas. He'll be safer if you call him back down where we can see him. We won't shoot him, will we, men? We'll capture him and take him to the king. Sure, he'd like to see a flying reindeer. Anders lowered his arrow. Yes, call him down. Blitzen, called Nicholas, wondering if any of them could truly be trusted. Come down from the sky. is safer. And the reindeer seemed to understand, because a minute later he had landed in this little clearing, chest heaving and his eyes shining with exertion. "This is Blitzen. Please don't hurt him," said Nicholas. The reindeer nuzzled his neck. "Lake Blitzen?" said Thomas, smoothing down his reindeer skin coat. Nicholas stroked the creature's neck, and Blitzen stared at Anders, making a noise between a
High
grunt
five.
and a growl.
Ba-bam, ba-bam. Ow. It's alright. Listen, he's not going to hurt you again, said Nicholas, wishing he could truly believe what you're saying. But even as he was saying it, Torvald was raising his crossbow. "No, Torvald!" cried Drew. Nicholas tried to think, looking around him, as if the answer could be found somewhere in scary darkness, as of course. There was only one thing to do. "Okay, we'll come to you on an adventure. I would love to meet the king." "He's lying," said Torvald. Drew listened to his eyes and instantly awake understood. As perhaps your father can. "No, he's not. Aren't you?" "If you are lying, you'll be killed, and there will be nothing I can do about it."
High five!
"What?" "No, Papa. Nicholas, I didn't read a whole page."
High five!
What?
You can high five at any time.
Huh?
You can high five at any time.
Anytime. That's okay.
Joel looked into his son's eyes, and in that
High
instant,
five.
Nicholas knew that
No. High
that
five.
he
No.
understood.
Yay.
High five.
No.
High five.
Not yet.
High
I
five.
gotta read a word.
You gotta be loud and clear.
Yeah, Karee.
You high five if they're getting tired with their voice. You
Yeah,
high five and take
Karee.
over. That's how you
Never
talk.
happened. "No, Papa," Nicholas took a deep breath. "I'm not lying. I've changed my mind. I was being stupid. The elves locked me in prison with a murder show. I don't owe them anything. There were a few moments when no one..."
Show the picture.
Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la.
Oh, too close. That's Blitzen, flying high above.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh la la, ooh la la.
High five.
Ooh la la la. I'm not tired. Spoke. The only sound was the cold wind whispering through the trees. Then Anders thumped Nicholas on the shoulder. "Good boy, you've done the right thing. Hasn't he, Joe?" "Yes," said Joe. He always does."
High five.
Well, good, that's settled. We'd better get some rest now," said Anders.
He's not
Big
even in the
day
camera,
tomorrow.
guys. I don't know. He's just reading on his own. He's not even sharing, guys. What should we do about that? Producer Tan, the producer of the show, he's not even sharing. And he's just reading off to the side. A moment in silence.
That's why you should let me read some more.
A moment in silence. The battle begins.
No. Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm trying to read here.
If you have any concerns about producer Tan's reading, comment below. Let us know if he should actually be in the film, in the show, actually in the camera. If you like his reading, let us know in the comment section below. If you can hear what he's saying, let us know in the comment section below. If you cannot hear what he's saying, comment below.
We'd better get some rest now, said Anders. Big day tomorrow. He put his arms around Thomas and
High
Torvald.
five.
The boy
High five.
and the reindeer must sleep.
High five card.
Okay. Yeah.
That doesn't help.
What's that?
You just threw the book. That's rude. Carrington, please don't do that, okay?
Okay.
Where are we? You find out.
Right here.
No, we're not. You done the right thing, hasn't he, Joel? Yes, said Joel. He always does. Well, good. That's settled. We better get some rest now, said Anders. Big day tomorrow. He put his arms around Thomas and Tivo. The boy and the reindeer must sleep away from the elf creature, just to be safe, said Thomas. I'm fine with that. Joel wasn't entirely happy. But wait, what about the elf? What if he uses his magic? One of us needs to stay on guard to make sure he doesn't escape. Good point, said Theo, rubbing his eyes. I'll do it. Sylvia, you're too tired. You've always drunk too much Crowder and Ryan as always. We need someone else. I feel wide awake, said Joel. I'll do it. I'm my son who's been caught. It's my son who's been caught in trouble. I feel I'm to blame. All right then. That makes sense. Wake me at first light and I'll take over. Anders pointed to the pines and the other side of the campfire, beyond the clearing towards the Raybon. You could sleep over there. He patted Blitzen on the back, smoothed to his snow-damp fern.
High five!
Sorry, old buddy. No hard feelings about the arrow, eh?
Alright.
Ow.
You can high five anybody after a chapter or a whole.
Hmm?
After a paragraph, you can high five anytime. Sorry, old buddy, no hard feelings about the arrow, eh? Blitzen thought about this, and as he did, so took a wee on Anders' long johns. He loves to pee on things. Hey! Cried Anders, and Thomas burst into laughter. Anders couldn't help laughing too, which caused the other man to join in. And so it was that the men all went back to sleep by the still glowing campfire, and Nicholas and Blitzen lay down amid the trees beyond them, and Joel stayed sitting in front of the cage containing little Kip. Whether little Kip had given up on his chances of escape, it was hard to tell, but Nicholas certainly hadn't stopped dreaming of helping him. He lay snuggled into Blitzen, their bodies warming each other as the voices of the men became silent. Happy Christmas, Blitzen, he said glumly, but the reindeer was already asleep. So are they captured? Blitzen came down, Nicholas is there, Kip is in the cage. They tried to escape. They almost got shot with the arrows. Are they captured? Because the men want to bring Blitzen to the king too.
They do?
Yeah. That's why Nicholas called Blitzen down, or else he was going to shoot and kill them.
Comment down below.
I thought this chapter was called Blitzen's Escape. Isn't it what it was called?
No, Blitzen's Revenge.
Rescue. Wasn't it Revenge or
No.
Rescue? Revenge. Blitzen's Revenge.
He did kind of get revenge.
He peed on the Long John.
Who? He's on the
Blitzen. He went we. When you say we, so weren't in the chapter where Blitzen likes to pee on everybody?
No.
Yeah, Blitzen, when he flies in the air, he has to go pee. And his favorite thing to do is hold it in until he has to go really bad. And then he goes wee, wee, wee over all the people he sees on the ground. That literally was part of the chapter 2 chapters ago.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you missed that one. So then when he says...
It'll go like...
Literally.
Hey.
Right here he says... Right here. Blitzen... Yeah. Blitzen thought about this, and as he did, so took a wee, which is actually pee, on Anders' long johns. Like a dog.
I thought you would fly into the sky and pee.
He does that too in the sky. Alright guys, that is it for chapter number 23. Amazing chapter. Smash that like button right now and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you see our next
time.
episode. Smash it, car, smash it.